Hello everybody, this is Tim again, here with another movie review, this time for the movie BlackkKlansman, directed by Spike Lee. Now this film's an interesting one. I had no idea about this true story, so when I heard of this, about a black guy infiltrating the Ku Klux Klan, I was like, damn, I want to see how this goes. And so, this is the first time I've ever seen this actor, and it's got, I don't know his name, it's got Adam Driver in here too, who plays Kylo Ren from the new Star Wars films. I'm not a big Kylo Ren fan, but he's in this film. He does a great job here. So does the main actor. I don't know this actor's name. It's the first time I've ever seen him, but they both do a great job. You get into the film. He's an FBI agent and he's black, and so I like how the movie plays all the different angles of racism and race relations back in the day, and how they all worked, and how it works with him being a black guy in the police force. And there's like some racist cops. There's really only one racist cop, which is a little hard for me to believe. There's only one racist cop in the precinct at this time. But and then there's like the whole like Black Panther movement type thing, and how some black people are going to be extremists and go to violence, and other ones want to keep peace and all that, or at least go more diplomatic, which is the correct way to go. And then you got the Ku Klux Klan, which is also crazy bastards. I'll say this: Topher Grace surprised me in this. He played a racist asshole really well. Great rendition of David Duke. And just I like how the main guy, he like infiltrates pretty much the Black Panther type meeting thing, and he's there with all these other kids, and he falls in love with this chick, and they start getting together. And the woman who played the girlfriend did a great job. I heard that this is the chick from Spider-Man: Homecoming. If so, shit, she's way better in this than she was in Spider-Man: Homecoming. But but yeah, she was great in this. And so later on in the movie, when he has to infiltrate the Ku Klux Klan, he's doing like his fake white voice on the phone. He gets Adam Driver to do the in-person version, which is just a really neat idea. Problems with the film though is it does get to be a little bit hard to believe once they get into it, that they think it's, when they see the guy in person and they hear him on the phone, that they think it's the same guy, because you can clearly hear the difference in the voices. They would have to be totally stupid not to notice. And there's some funny comedy in the movie too. This movie's pretty damn funny. There's some funny comedy in the movie, like one of the racist guys has like this big friggin' overweight wife, and she's just walking there and she's like, yeah, kill them niggas. And it's just like really over the top and just so stupid. But it's really hilarious, and she's like, yeah, kill him. I mean, you want some cheese sandwiches? It's like, well, I didn't expect it. It was just freaking out of nowhere. And the racists are all huge scumbags. Oh, and there's this one friggin' obnoxious, fat, drunk redneck dude who's drunk all the time, and I just hated him so bad. And not the one I hated the most though was this racist cop at work with a mustache who kept trying to mess with the main character, and he just kept taking his shit. And I kept wanting to punch him in the face so bad, because this guy was annoying as hell. But at the end of the movie, though, he does get him, because he gets him on tape, on a microphone, of all the racist police stuff he's been doing and making threats against black people, and that gets his ass arrested. That was cool. One thing I will say about this movie is I hate the ending. Or the last scene, anyway. And it gets to where they infiltrate the Ku Klux Klan. They're going to try to do this bombing. And they infiltrate them, and they try to go do this bombing, and he shows up there to stop them, and they're going to blow up the girlfriend, they're going to blow up the girl who's the leader of the group, who is actually dating, the cop, and he eventually told her he's a cop. And of course she said piss off after that, because she thinks he's part of the problem. But he shows up there to stop her, and like, one thing I really liked was this right here. These cops show up, and he's like, I'm a policeman, I'm trying to help her, because he tackles the big fat chick who's gonna set the bomb off, and they start beating the shit out of him, because they think he's a black guy trying to cause trouble for a white woman, even though he's obviously a cop. So it makes them look like idiots, and it's realistic, and that's why I liked it. Because there are racist, stupid cops, especially in the time, the period that this movie takes place. There's great, wonderful cops who do great police work, but there's always bad apples. It's unavoidable. There's just no way around it. For any organization, there's bad apples, except for the Ku Klux Klan. Everybody's bad there. But yeah, and so you think the bomb's gonna fly up. It turns out the big dumb, Turns out the big dumb fat woman like left the bomb in the vehicle or whatever, and or no. When the guys show up, her husband shows up in his vehicle. He flips off control, and it causes everything to explode. And the big fat chick gets arrested. All the Ku Klux Klan guys that were organized together, at least the main ones, I believe, are all dead in the explosion. And so when it gets to the ending, though, I just hated the ending to this. It was just so stupid. It gets to the ending, and it's got the two main characters, the guy and his girlfriend, and their house together, pretty much. They're deciding what to do with their relationship. And all at once they hear knocking at the door, and they both jerk out guns, and they walk towards it, and then they're both like pointing their guns out towards a window, and out towards the window is like a bunch of racist Ku Klux Klan members setting a cross on fire. It just kind of ends in like a fade out artsy shot heading out towards the window. It's just the only shot in the movie that's like that, so it felt. Sorry, I'm a little sick, but it just felt so out of place in the movie compared to everything else, which pretty much played off like a straightforward film. No, nothing really artsy. So you get to that, and it just, I was like, what the hell is this? And then it just fades off, and then it goes to all this real news footage of today, and Donald Trump and David Duke of today. And I like that idea, but it should have been something to say for like the end credits. You know, give me a real ending to these characters here, because I want to know what happened to their relationship. Did they stay together? Did they work it out? How did everything go? I want to know what the fuck happened. What happened to these people? Did the relationship work out? Did they mend things? When you get me to grow to care about the characters, I don't want to end on some kind of artistic thing. I want to end on what happens. I guess, I get it. You can leave some things open to interpretation, but when it feels like you're building towards something to give me an answer and you just leave me hanging, it's just like, eh. So for that, I had to knock it from 4 to 3. So altogether, this is a 3-star flick. It's a good, solid movie with great performances all around. I do recommend watching it, but what would have been a super high recommendation is just a recommendation. This is a good, solid film. And thank you guys for watching. And Spike Lee's directing is also really good, except for the random artsy shot at the end, which I have no idea why it's there. Another thing, Adam Driver's character is Jewish, which Adam Driver is in real life too, I believe. And he was always raised as like an ordinary white kid because his Jewish heritage was never anything to him. Family never brought it up. Nobody ever cared. But he learns to appreciate it when he starts seeing how horrible the racists act towards Jews and gay people and blacks and pretty much anybody that's not white. But maybe even white people with tan skin. Who knows? But yeah, I really like that. And just like there's a lot of comedy in this flick, like I was saying. There's really funny scenes. Like where when he first pretends to be a white guy on the phone, and he's like his partner, everybody else in the police station is like looking at him, and they're like, "What the hell did you just do?" And he explains it to them. And they're like, "Well, good luck with your redneck thing." It's just really funny. Yeah, all in all, this is a 3-star flick, a good solid movie. I recommend it. It's worth watching. It's even worth owning. But that ending just lets it down for me. But thank you guys for watching.